Welcome to Bitcoin Weekly Technical Analysis with Bitcoin Gorilla, where I tell you what I see price likely doing using weekly charts. So, this is not a short term analysis, this is analysis to tell you an overview of what we're going to expect in 2022. But don't worry, I will always drop on it every week to update you on that overview. I remember Bitcoin Gorilla, all my technical analysis, no indicators are allowed, and I draw my chart from scratch for you to see. You don't just come and see already drawn line. No, me and you were going to draw it. So you better stick by. And if you are already a guru with technical analysis, please go straight and forward to where the technical analysis start, because I'll be starting with telling you more about the fundamental analysis of Bitcoin for the sake of those who are new and still don't understand what this Bitcoin actually is, but they are finding themselves wanting to actually buy and get involved. So stick by, because you're going to know if you're a beginner, and you're also going to know how to draw the chart. But before I start, I want to introduce you to my family, which is Machiavelli Traders. This family is founded by me and is completely totally registered under the Nigeria Corporate Affairs. Now, this community is a community that when you comes in, you're going to get 3 months intensive training. So the goal is for you to trade with me for the rest of my life, right? But before you can trade with me, you're going to need intensive trading. The reason why you need this training is that I am a high leverage trader. I trade 125x, which is high, right? So a lot of people want to come into Machiavelli Traders, but before you can come in, you must be trained. And to train with me, access is opened into Machiavelli Traders only 3 times a year: January, May, and October. All what I use in my technical analysis, my strategies, my law, the books that I've read to get me to where I am, I share it with Machiavelli Trader. So as a student, you're going to have student dashboard. You're going to also have access to over 200 books, and you're going to get access to my trading laws, trading rules, and I'm going to share every trade I trade for the rest of my life, especially futures, sport, staking. Whatever I do, I share with my family. We do it together. We win together, we lose together. I have 3 types of membership in this family. Is we have sport membership, we have futures membership, we have staking. The advantage is if you go for sport, you only have access to sport and whatever sport traders are doing. If you go for futures, you have access to both sport and futures traders benefit. If you go for staking, you have access to everything. That means you are having one-on-one mentorship with me for a lifetime. And the good thing is I'll be always be there to see you through whatever situation the market brings. Not just you, it is a family. We write together, we discuss price together, we give you coin recommendation. But mind you, we do not give signals. Signals are not allowed. You are supposed to be your own boss. The goal is we are training you to be your own boss, training you how to withstand strong market volatility without FOMO. No more FOMO, no more liquidations, and you're going to be shocked in how fast you learn about crypto and how to understand the chart and start creating your signals. Now, access into Machiavelli Traders is only open 3 times in a year, and that is January, May, and October. The next access is going to be opening 3rd of January. So if you are interested in enjoying me or learning my trading style or actually trading with me for a lifetime, the access will be opening on 3rd of January. You can come and register. It's a one-time payment for a lifetime access. I'm not after your monthly money. I'm not after your yearly money. Whatever I make, I'm satisfied. I'm self-sufficient. But we just have to make this entry fee, because a lot of people took it for granted when we first started. And by the time we are where we are today, we decided to put a fee on the gate. So if you want to become a member, we have student dashboard, we have a lot of things we've invested in. This is why we are growing together. So the door will be open by January 3rd, 10 days from now. The door will be open, but the door will be closing again by 27 January 2022. So you want to be one of those people who will get in early. And if you want to be ahead of everybody to get the news, then you want to join our free channel. I'm going to leave the link under this video. The free channel is on Telegram, where we post updates and tell you what is happening, and we share actually free predictions as well. Now, mind you, let's get back into this chart. So if you want to know more about Machiavelli traders, I'm going to leave the link below so that you make more research, get to know me more, and get to know the family. If you want to join, then get ready on January 3rd. So Bitcoin currently is trading at 51,027.45. Amazing. It's been able to conquer the all-time the last time that was around 2 days ago. It's been struggling to overcome 48K. It keeps going back and forth for quite some time. So this money, Bitcoin was able to cross to 51K yet again. But what is Bitcoin? Now, according to Coin Market Cap, Bitcoin is a peer-to-peer online currency, meaning that all transactions happen directly between equal independent network participants without the need for any intermediary to permit or facilitate the transaction. Bitcoin moves on its own. Online payment to be sent directly from one party to another without going through any financial institution, not banks, nobody. We ask you, who owns this money, how did you make the money, where is the money going, and why is the money moving? No, you're not going to answer all those stupid questions when it comes to Bitcoin. All Bitcoin is cared about is, hey, are you ready to send money? Done. That's it. No matter the interborder, it doesn't matter where you are living in a hole, whether you are living in hell, wherever you are living, as far as you have internet connection and you can receive money, Bitcoin will facilitate that transaction under just few hour or less than an hour or so. Now, Bitcoin currently is worth over $2 trillion. Everything is based on the idea that Bitcoin is money that can be sent and received by anyone, anywhere in the world without relying on anybody, especially the banks. The banks take your money, charge you these huge, ridiculous fees, and still not send your money. Some will even hold your money, ask you question, harass you. How did you get this money? Where is it going from? And all of this. With Bitcoin, you do not need all of that. Bitcoin is an innovative, this is the official website of Bitcoin, right? It's an innovative payment network and a new kind of money. Now, developers can build with it, business people can work with it, individuals can trade it. This is a new form of money that is here to stay. It is here because it's an open source. Open source, the fact that anyone can actually copy the code and rebuild their own. This is how other altcoins came, because you must know that Bitcoin is the first. Bitcoin most unique advantage comes from the fact that it was the very first cryptocurrency to appear in the market, and it has managed to create itself with millions of enthusiasts who now invest and trade it daily. People believe in it and is here to stay. And because the whole system is based on something called blockchain, you find it that it cannot be tampered with. Known as the Genesis block, Tor launching the world first cryptocurrency. Bitcoin network is the first Genesis block. It's the first cryptocurrency. It is the king, and this is why Bitcoin is ranking as number one on CoinMarketCap or anywhere you go. And Bitcoin seems to have a dominance over other altcoin. These reasons is number one that first came out. It has the highest market cap currently, and it has the strongest community backing it. So a lot of people believe in Bitcoin, and is the reason why Bitcoin can neither be conquered by the government or by anybody who tries to oppose it. The government can't fight what they can't see, and especially when you have strong community behind it who are ready to constantly keep buying and selling Bitcoin. No matter the price of Bitcoin, somebody is going to buy Bitcoin. So now that we understand the fundamentals of what Bitcoin can do and why Bitcoin is the most dominated coin, because it's the first cryptocurrency and the first internet money, the first code of blockchain, the first so many things, it is a king. So let's give a stand up of ovation for the king. You know, the king is always the king, and this is why Bitcoin is currently recovering, right? Because Bitcoin is the king. So let's look at the price together. Now that we are back on the chart, we've understand the fundamental analysis of what Bitcoin is and what is used for, and why a lot of people believe in it, and price keeps going up and down because it's an internet money, a new form of money that no government can stop. Nobody can stop you. You can be as rich as you want. Just dream it, and it's possible with Bitcoin. So now that we have a good overview, let's start with the technical analysis. So I'm going to try to start by actually understand the all-time high and all-time low this coin has ever seen. So if I go to this coin market cap, the data is quite very obvious by this side. I can see that currently the fully diluted market cap is around 1 trillion, right? The fully diluted market cap is around 1 trillion. So, and the all-time high that this coin has ever hit is around 68,789.63, and that was around last month, November 2021. But the thing is, Bitcoin has lost 25%. In fact, it lost over 30% of that, and let's say 30 to 40%. It just recovered, and the recovering is still having a loss of 25% on the price compared to the all-time high that it hit last month, right? We still have like 25% to recover. Now, if we look at the lowest the price has ever been since being launched into the market, I think the lowest was about 8 years ago, which is about $65. And we don't see that happening anytime soon. Telling you that as the adoption is going, remember, Bitcoin is new and a lot of people are still getting adapted to it. So the more the adoption is going, the more price is likely going to go up because of demand, the law of demand. Now, if we look closely right here, we see that this is the all-time low, the lowest price has ever hit, and this is the highest price has ever hit. So I'm going to go ahead to get all the support and resistance that are in your face. Now, support and resistance, if you must know, a support is an area that is located when price is actually falling or going down. These are area that price, when price gets to, price can no longer further go down. Therefore, price is forced to reverse. If price is forced to either pause for a moment or reverse. A good example is when price is going down. You can see it was forced to pause and reverse. This is called support. So you can see I have mapped out all the support. Now also there's something called resistance. This resistance is the opposite of support. These are area where price gets to when it's going up and price could not move further up. Price is forced to pause for a while and reverse and start going down. A good example is this point. You can see price go up, pause, and go down. Again, price go up, pause, and sometimes this pause does not necessarily mean there will be a reverse. No, it does not necessarily mean there will be a reverse. It just means that some people are taking profit um from their coin, and price will pause for a while so that the sell-off can stop and then price can continue its way off. Now, if you look closely here, we have been able to contain this. So now I'm going to bring in the Bitcoin Gorilla box strategy. If you want to learn about this box strategy more, after this, you can come to Machiavelli Trader. Remember, access will be opening on the 3rd and be closing on the 27th. So this is the box strategy. So I want to first of all get my support and resistance of this box. So this is my box. Now, mind you, this is weekly chart. So pay attention and not think that this is going to play out fast. Weekly chart takes time. Weekly chart is calculated monthly. If you're trading weekly chart, then you should be targeting months for your profit. If you're trading daily chart, then weekly could work for you. If you're trading 4 hours, you want to use it 4 hours. If you're a day trader, 4 hours is good for you. So depending on what time frame you're trading, always make sure you're on the right time frame. So what I'm going to do is I can also see that this big box can actually have two inner box, because I have to see two particular range that price has been trying to hold. So this particular one is the first range. So I've contended in a box, and I've also gotten the price, the support and resistance. So let me show you. um this is the box, the smaller box, and this is the bigger box. So two different boxes are existing in this point. So but that's not enough, because I've also gotten my support. This is the support of the bigger box. This is the resistance of the bigger box. Now this is the support of the smaller box. This is the resistance of the smaller box. Take note of that. So I'm going to go further to bring in another box, because I can see price is still somehow stuck in another area, and it's also an area of importance, right? So I can see it right here, and I can tell you that I can also bring in my support and resistance of this new box, because it's obvious there's a support and resistance area that price is also respecting. This is it. So I'm going to try to change the color of the support not to get us confused. So I'm going to give it red. And I'm also going to get the resistance area of this box. So everything I'm doing is all about price action, support and resistance. Support and resistance. So this is what the price looks like. Okay, now that we've gotten this, we're going to try to see if we can actually implement trend line. So I've gotten my box. I want to bring my trend line. Now, the reason why I use the box strategy is to prevent what is called stop loss hunt. Now, a lot of people get victim of getting stop loss hunt when they depend only on trend line. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So this is my first line. And this could be my second line, giving back to something they called a channel. Now, a channel is a price action pattern, and it is believed that there are two sides of traders that trade a side channel. It is believed that both sellers and buyers are both operating in its channel. How? If you look closely here, you find out that even though seller buyers go up, seller brought them down to the channel. Buyers go up and sellers is brought them back. But there's a gap between the channel. They still went back up to the channel and now they are returning. So the question is, are they going to make it back to the bottom of the channel, or they are going to reverse up to kiss this point again? This is what we're going to be finding out. So this is the channel, and I can tell you that this channel shows me that there's a gap. If I want details, then I have to go deeper. So I'm going to draw yet another line. I'm going to seek deeper answers because it looks like something is stopping this price from going further down. So this is weekly chart. Mind you, this my second line is not a weekly line. This is a daily line. This is more like a daily trend line. So let's go to the daily and let me show you why I called it the daily trend line. So you can see that this trend line is being respected on daily, this particular one, and it has two touches already, but obviously we can see it is still missing out. So daily chart is showing me that, hey, an intraday trader will even tell you that at currently I have a trend line that is going up like this. That's a 4 hours guy will tell you, hey, I have a trend line going up like this. But the thing about all this mini trend line is they easily get broken. Yes, they could cause a bounce. Yes, they could cause a bounce. But the bounce is how strong is this bounce going to go, right? Because I am seeing there's a gap here and there's a bigger gap here to complete the bigger channel. Having that at the back of our mind, I'm going to go back to the weekly chart and now explain to you what I see this chart doing based on what I have drawn right here. So here's what I see. I know for a price for sure to continue, this is a support area, right? Which means area that price is likely going to bounce. But this is what I see. This price is currently having a gap here and a gap here. So these gaps needs to be filled, but obviously the one here is further away than the one here, which means chances are high that they could fill this particular gap right here. That means price could still touch 40,000. Now, if the sell-off continue, because for me, I have a better assurance of this price actually coming to this point. So 30,000 is still possible even at this point. So we could have this price go back up like this and then return, right? So this is a trade, 62,000. That is if they are going to make it to 62,000. That is if they are going to make it, because they could get quenched right here at 52 or 56,000. At that range, they could get quenched that would drive them to come and kiss this guy, complete this guy, kiss. And if they are not careful, they could dive down like this. So it could be a move like this or a move like this. Now, this is the worst case scenario. This is the BS completing their leg down because they are missing a leg to the downside. So this is why I had to give that analysis first priority. The reason is there is 65% chance to 70% chance that Bitcoin in 2022 will complete this leg down to this point, 30K zone. It will complete the leg down. Now, mind you, anything is possible. This is Bitcoin, and market money can move into this market. And what move price is supply and demand. And if such thing happen, then you have this boost trying to fill this gap, which is here. But hey, I do see a struggle. It's not going to be an easy run if they try it. Because I see these bears not giving up. I see these bears rejecting them right around this time. So even if they struggle to make it to 60K, 62K to 64K is going to be a quench. is it going to be a complete quench. So for me, I still see Bitcoin going down. Yes, if you're stuck in the market, you're going to get a pull up. So hang in there for that pull up. But you want to use stop loss so that you don't get stuck in this dump right now. And if you're buying to take this bounce up, use stop loss. At least put your stop loss around this 40k zone so that anything that goes below, you're out. Subscribe.